Welcome, class 10. This is R.S. Mishra, your social science teacher. Before you today on 23rd April with a new chapter. And we just had completed the first chapter, the rise of nationalism in Europe. Now we are going to start the nationalism in Europe, nationalism in India. Nationalism in India, भारत में राष्ट्रवाद. I hope right from class 6 to 7 you might have studied some previews about the freedom struggle of our nation that was started with 1885 by the birth of Indian National Congress INC. But those days it was given a very vast comment that this is the safety valve of the British Empire, British rule in India, because its leaders were liberal, and somewhere you can say they were hugely benefited and concerned with the elite class of the society. Either they were from Jamindars, Rajas, large peasants, manufacturers, you can say the industrialists, and traders and merchants. And combinedly, they were also engaged in overseas trade like British, French, Dutch, and Portuguese. So these people had a interconnectedness with the foreign forces, and particular British one, who had personal relations with each other in connection with their trade affairs. Now, it's time, and particular a new stage just arrives in Indian politics under the flagship of Indian National Congress, with the due arrival of Mahatma Gandhi in January 1915. He was a barrister and had worked in with Abdullah and Abdullah Company in South Africa. And Mahatma Gandhi had a sense of struggle against injustices around him. So there were two affairs of Satyagraha there. The very first Satyagraha was about the racial discrimination in South Africa by the white rulers there with Mahatma Gandhi when he was traveling to their birthplace with a first class compartment of the South African railways. And how he was thrown out of the compartment with an insulting comment. The black man sitting in the first class, how you dare to sit? However, Mahatma Gandhi expressed and explained, I have a valid ticket for the first class, so I have the right to sit here. No, you are black, so you cannot enter this compartment. We cannot share this with you. And he hold his collar and throw out from the running train. Luckily, the train was not in so high speed, so he fallen on the platform, but he got ashamed and felt insulted, extraordinarily insulted. Then he, working there, made up his mind to go against such a. And the result came that the authorities of such affair, railway affair, acceded with the logic of Mahatma Gandhi, and he was permitted, and all the Indians were permitted to travel in first class with a valid ticket. So we can say that this was the first and very first victory of Mahatma Gandhi against injustice. The second case was there in Africa, South Africa. People with Indian origin trading there or working there had made wealth enough to survive properly, and so they wanted to bring their wives with them from their motherland. So they asked permission to bring them, and particular permission to bring their wives to live with them. The South African government unexpectedly commented that those ladies not married with the Indians or people living in South Africa under the South African law will not be treated as wife of such person, and they will be understood as kept. In Hindi we call rakhel, means lady under relationship, not married, but they had the sexual relations. So these invalid ladies will not be given any सक्सेशन राइट, उत्तराधिकार का अधिकार उनको नहीं दिया जाएगा, एंड दे विल नॉट बी successor of the property left by such Indians. This was also very much disgusting for the Indians living there, and for the welfare of such Indians, he once again started a agitation, and his next agitation was also acceded and accepted by the authorities of the South African government. This was the second victory of Mahatma Gandhi in Satyagraha in South Africa. After that, he with some concern made G.V. Pant, Govind Vallam Pant, G.K. Gokhale, who advised him to come India and see the condition of Indians, particularly prepared and put into such condition by the Britishers. He decided to come back India. In January 15, he came back. And after his arrival, he traveled the whole India and saw the very serious and pitiable condition of Indians around all over the country. Do you know? After that, he decided to go for a particular campaign for the Indians' betterment. And those days, politics of the Indian people was only to defend themselves, not to violate, not to protest. They were believing in petition or asking, requesting, applying for the benefit, and not for the masses, for their own and some special people and groups only. That's why it was not on mass level, and these people were called liberals. But Mahatma Gandhi decided to carry on satyagraha like South. While he was traveling the whole country, a peasant from Champaran, Rajkumar Shukla, met Mahatma Gandhi and had shown the condition of Champaran peasants, how they have been depressed and brought under the condition of Tinkatia Paddhati, system of 3 katthas of land had to be cultivated by indigo only, and rest 17 katthas of land the peasant can use as their own. So it was a binding for peasants that in 1 bigha of land, 3 katthas had to be cultivated by indigo, and the cultivation must be superb. 3 katthas of indigo should be super quality of indigo production. However, 17 katthas may live without crop. It doesn't matter for them. Okay. So this Tinkatia Paddhati was very much, you say, repressive measures by the Britishers on Champaran peasant. He decided to oppose it. He banned Champaran, sit with the. This is called Champaran movement, and you can say it was the second indigo movement in Champaran in 1916. 1916 में ऐसा हुआ, and the indigo commissioner acceded his view. This was the first victory in India of Mahatma Gandhi, or third victory in his life. When we append this situation with the South Africa also, this was the third case of Satyagraha in India. Next year, in 1917, once again, he saw the pathetic condition of agriculturists in Khera district of Gujarat. Conditions was there. In 1917, there was drought and famine, and condition of peasant was not very good. There was an acute crop failure, and British government was in war in the First World War, and his military expenses were on a high level. So he wanted to extract maximum taxation, maximum income from the thing, and he tried his best to collect maximum taxes after being victim of epidemic and, you say, the famine. The Patidars of Gujarat and Jats of Uttar Pradesh had requested him to give some concession and the collection work be suspended in this financial agricultural session, and next year it might be collected properly. But British government not only bent opposing this demand, but he raised the taxation rate and deliberate collection he committed. This was against a chance for the Mahatma Gandhi. So he launched the fourth case of Satyagraha in Champaran. You know, here he also won. This was fourth case of winning the situation in Mahatma Gandhi life, and second in India, and fourth in Mahatma Gandhi life. And the last in 1917-18, there was Ahmedabad mill workers, the industrialist master of the Ahmedabad mill worker. They are not providing bonuses, and they were demanding. So, in behalf of the workers, he stood up for the third Satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi there. My dear, he also born there, and the government authorities and the mill owner acceded with the view of Mahatma Gandhi, and the workers were paid properly. Now we have 5 cases of Satyagraha in the Mahatma Gandhi life, and you can see, without any use of bar, lathi, danda, stick, gun, machine gun, he won. There was not any fighting with the revolting people. Can you expect how it was possible? When Mahatma Gandhi was asked about this, so he has exclaimed this thing in a very cute way. He told, if your reason of a struggle is honest, and you have strong willpower to fight with truth against indiscrimination, then you are sure to win. If your party and standing before a group of people lashed with the arms and tanks, if you properly and strongly, with honesty and particular reason, explain before him, so he may oppose you at the first, but finally he just had to accept your thing, and there is no need of any fighting at all. Do you understand? Some people, कुछ लोग कहते हैं अहिंसा कमजोरों का शस्त्र है. बहादुर अहिंसा की बात नहीं करते, वो लड़ करके किसी चीज को प्राप्त कर लेते हैं. महात्मा गांधी ने इसको कहा कि सॉरी, आप बहुत बहादुर हैं, आपके पास लड़ने के बहुत सारे संसाधन हैं, और आपका विल पावर स्ट्रांग नहीं है, या आप जस्टिफाइड नहीं है, आप ईमानदार नहीं है अपने कारण के प्रति, तो वो स्ट्रांग विल पावर आप में नहीं आएगा. यू जस्ट हैव टू लूज, आपको हार माननी पड़ेगी. सो इट्स अ weapon of the person who is honest and with a strong willpower. He had told 2 things in Satyagraha: a request with truth and non-violence, and a strong pleading before the oppressor will lead you to win. Cell phone.